Hello everyone, welcome back to SaiyanSquabbles. I'm yours truly, Papa Ping Pong, here to bring you another deck battle. So, this is my second time recording this because I realized my audio on my OBS messed up, but today we are featuring Red Critical Broly from set 7 versus my good buddy King of Music's Masked Saiyan deck. So, a lot of you guys probably recognize this leader, some of you may not. This is from set 7, this is the first... one of the first leaders that just straight up had critical on it, I believe. So this Broly, he starts off with Dormant Legend on board, and Dormant Legend, the traditional way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to have Dormant Legend on board, and Dormant Legend's effect is every time you take damage, you place a card from the top of your deck under the card, and after there's 3 or more, you can place it in the drop area and play a Broly with an energy cost of 4. So this deck is supposed to be themed around counter hate and just any sort of negate attack hate. Hence why you see my Bardock in hand. But anyways, I went first. I charged Familial Bonds and I play Frieza Death's Embrace for the draw and I just pass it over. So he is playing Masked Saiyan yet again, and you're going to see it more in its full swing simply for the fact that it's not like the Topo game where you can only play one battle card a turn. So he is not wasting any time. So this leader also basically is critical all the time, because if you burst 3, basically if you mill a black card, he gets critical, and which he does, I believe, almost every time in this game. And without wasting any time, he goes for a crack in space time, dealing double critical damage. So this is going to be a critical game, and unfortunately, when I proc Dormant Legend's effect, I do place 2 of my 3 4-drop Broly's under him, and that sucks. That is a huge hit. That is super unlucky, and I did mean to run 4 in this deck, but at the time of recording, I only had 3 for some reason. And he also played the Gotenks Unison for free because he milled it, and its effect is if your leader is a Black Saiyan card, it is played for free with 1 marker on it, and he discarded a card to give it +2. So, and it's 15k for the turn, and then he overwhelmed Bardock to draw 2 and drop 1. And he doesn't even attack to give me more cards, he just passes turn. I don't know if he wants to give me cards or doesn't, honestly, with Masked Saiyan, but the not giving cards does really hurt me without, or you'll see a little later in the game, I'm like struggling for some card advantage. But, so, I charge a Vegito Unison, because I don't think I'm going to be getting to 4 energy this game. Or at least 4 energy that I want to spend on a Unison. So I swing, and I return the favor, and go double strike critical into his leader, and he does take it. Which allows me to play Bardock the Resolute, because he has an auto if my leader card is red, and I place one of my opponent's life in the drop area, or add it to their hand by a skill, which critical is a skill. I can play him for my hand, and he is a double strike unique, so I can only have 1 on board, and his effect, if he is countered, or when my opponent activates a counter, he is switched to active mode. So basically, if he negates the first attack, or he's counterplayed, I can switch him to active mode, which is just quite frankly great. The downside is he is 0 combo cost, but that's totally fine. So we have that threat on board. And Frieza Death's Embrace is going to be very powerful just to sit on board and be able to pop things. But he is going crazy right now. So he took the double strike. He milled 3, giving his leader 5k in critical. But then he awakens to draw 2 more cards and using the burst effect again to get another 5k boost. So he's currently at 25k critical, which is just insane. And he also got to play the Supreme Kai off of his milling, so he is getting a crap ton of advantage. Look at that hand and look at mine, and we are just on turn 2. So this is a very, very aggro and crazy match. But, so, he's got to decide what to do here. He's not even going to waste time. He's going to overwhelm for Bardock and just draw 2 more cards. I think our Topo game really messed him up, and he's just really eager to draw as many cards as possible and play as many cards as possible. So that hand is fat. That is a fat hand, and he still has his leader swing to be able to draw. He's going to discard Time Agent Vegeta, which is probably one of the best choices because you're 9 out of 10 times you're never going to be playing him. So just getting the 4-drop in the drop area. So he's tapping 1 for an Intensifying Power Trunks. This board is getting ridiculous. And he is going to swing at my leader, and I got no response, and he is going to get even crazier. Take the life, give it 15k and critical. And I'm like, still at 6 life, And I know I'm going to be taking a lot of damage this turn, at least from critical hits unless I do something. So I'm going to use Freeze of Death Embrace effect to give him -10, so I don't take anything from that attack. So he still has his leader swing, which is 25k in critical, but he's going to swing with Bardock Awakened Instincts into my Zeno Bardock, and I think that's probably the best choice. And just to make sure he gets this kill, I believe he's going to combo, which he does for 25. He doesn't know I have 2 dead cards in my hand. Unfortunately, my starting hand was not good, and my luck with the Broly's has not been good either. My starting hand with 3 Unison cards really sucked. Which is weird, because I think I have pretty good ratios in this deck, but maybe I don't. Maybe I gotta mess in the lab a little bit with this. But I take the damage, and then I remember, oh crap, critical. So it goes to the drop area instead, and then Dormant Legend effect procs, and luckily it's not a third Broly. So I'm at, what, 5 life? I was about to say 15 life. I'm at 5 life. He's going to discard 1 with his Gotenks effect and get +2. So he is currently at 5 markers. So now he is just going to pass turn over to me. Luckily, I do have a Gotenks in hand, so I'll be able to awaken if I choose to. So I charge a Digging Deep Vegeta because I'm just not getting him out this turn. Which maybe I should have played him. Getting those 2 additional attacks would have been nice, but it's fine. So I'm going to use Dormant Legend effect because I don't want to be drawing more cards until I play him, and I do not have a Broly in my deck. That means my last one is in my life, and I'm like, that really sucks. So, but that's okay. We're going to be tapping 3, which I think I should have tapped 2 for this, but we're still going to tap 3 to give 3 markers to Gotenks, and we're going to use the effect, to his +1 effect, to take a life, give my leader -5, and then my leader gets +10 because of his auto. And I'm going to awaken, and my leader's effect is a restand 1, draw 1. So I think what I should have done here is I should have used that effect, swung with my leader to try to deal that critical damage with Frieza Death's Embrace due to tapping 2 instead to be able to play out that Bardock. But I didn't think about it because my thought process was the leader still has critical on the awakened side, because it's my first time I think I've ever actually run this leader. And so I swing his leader, excuse me, and I'm able to draw a card. And I'm going to use Broly's Active Battle. By discarding 1 card, I can KO something with 10k or less power. And it's an active battle. And I KO that Kai. I'm just trying to keep his board under control. I'm not too worried about the Trunks because I'm okay with him taking the damage or taking his own life at this point. But I am going to swing at his leader with my Gotenks. So what is he going to do here? See, he's at 2 life, so he has to be pretty careful. He goes to 20, which is probably the best call. So I do pass turn here. So what's he gonna do? And this is that was just my turn 3, and now it's just getting to his turn 3, and so much has happened. He's down to 2 life, I have 4, a lot of critical. I only have 4 cards in my hand, and he has a book. Not to mention all of his free plays he's going to be getting from the drop area if he gets lucky. So he's going to just straight up Overrealm, play Dimensional Banisher Fu, and I'm going to respond with Yamcha. Yeah, I do respond with Yamcha. And Yamcha's effect, if I have a Unison card with at least 2 markers on it, I can play him for free, and then I choose 2 battle cards and give them -15, but I cannot play counterplays for the turn. So I get rid of the Trunks, and the Fu is now down to 5. So now he has to decide, does he want to get rid of the Trunks, or not the Trunks, the Yamcha, which is a 15k swing, or the Frieza, which is going to be giving things -10. So he ultimately decides the Yamcha, and that sends to Warp, so I fix that here. Which, I don't know which of the 2 I would have taken personally. I think if I'm trying to go for game this turn, I would have warped the Frieza, but if not, I would have warped the Yamcha. So I don't know what he is thinking at this point. But he's going to burst 3 for leader effect, and he is just getting critical this time. And he does play the Kai. So I got no negates for the Zeno Bardock swing, and he gets the draw, which is, of course, drawing is good. And he's going to, again, go for a double strike. Super, super aggressive. And I am like, well, crap. What do I do here? Do I get rid of his board more? Like, what do I do? And he's going to go for 30k, so even if I wanted to combo, I'd have to do basically everything, and I am not about doing that right now, so I am going to take it. Now, this does leave me in double strike range, but I am not really afraid, because I have the Frieza Death's Embrace and my leader effect. So that Fu is not a big threat right now. And the Fu is going to swing at my leader. And I got no negates. So he's going to start comboing here, but I do remind him, just to be fair and nice, that I do have Frieza Death's Embrace and Broly effect, and combo power is not applied to base power until after the combo phase is over. So he will, I believe he will take that back here, if I'm not mistaken. Which he does take it back. So he's just swinging 5k, so nothing would have happened. But for some reason, I decided to use leader effect to KO him anyways, and I don't know why I decided to do that. I think I said it during the gameplay afterward. I'm like, why did I do that? But I'm trying to keep my mistakes and stuff like that, trying to learn from them and stuff. So he's debating what to do here. And he is going to drop his Gotenks down to 1 marker to give him 25 dual attack. So he's currently at 25 dual attack, which is a problem, of course, because I am only at 2 life. So he swings at my leader. I'm going to use Death's Embrace to give the Kai -10, so he can't combo 20. And I take the damage, and of course I get a Broly counter reversal, and he's going to swing again. I got no negates. And he doesn't even combo, and I go 25, and that's going to be game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be another deck battle featuring this deck here soon. Probably showing it off more, hopefully, and a little bit of a tweak. Thank you for my friend King of Music for playing. I hope you guys are all staying safe. And I hope you all stay tuned for next week, which at the time of recording it's next week, but the time of posting, it's probably going to be this week. I'm going to be announcing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya!